Hello. So we are live. Welcome to the maiden edition of the Agro Investment Summit. I'm so glad to have you all here. We are live. If you're just coming online, do well to like share this live to people around you. Let people know that this live section is happening. Let people know that this live section is happening. Share on your page. Let's get people here. Let's get people to know what's happening here. This is the first Agro Investment Summit in Nigeria. This is the first Agro Investment Summit in Nigeria. I am so glad to have you all here. We have so much installed for everybody. So all I need you to do now is hit the share button. Invite people here. People should know that this event is happening. People should know that an event like this is happening. Oh yes, people should know that an event like this is happening. Let's get more people here. Yes, that's the third person joining us. Let's get more people to join us. I am trying to share the link out to groups. If you know anyone who is supposed to be on this summit, do well to let the person know that the summit has started. So I know a whole lot of people are like, what is this Agro Investment Summit about? People are like, what is this Agro Investment Summit about? I heard a lot of people asking me like, what's happening? Are you trying to tell us that you are about to give so much value for free? Things like this has never happened. People don't even think about the agricultural sector any longer. And I'm like, yes, people don't think about it, but we are concerned about it. People don't think about it, but we are very concerned about it. So today, which is the first day, we'll be talking about what agricultural investment is all about. How you can key into agricultural investment, how you can know what happens in the agricultural investment sector, and much more. A lineup speaker today, we have a speaker coming from a very big agricultural company. He's going to speak to us today about investment and everything we need to know. See, go and check him out on LinkedIn. He's one of the best agricultural content creators we have currently in Nigeria. He's going to be joining us on this summit. So, like, if you're not here, where should you be? Tell your friends, those that are supposed to be here, let them know that the summit has started. We're giving them time to join us. We are giving all of them time to join us up on this summit. Share the link to the summit. People should know that the summit is happening right here and now. Oh, so if you're here, let me see a thumbs up in the comment section. Let me hear you say, I am here. I am ready to get the information. I am ready to learn today. Yes. Oh, good. This is amazing. I see you all joining us. So today we have so much, like I have said, but first of all, I want us to ask ourselves, what is agricultural investment? what is agricultural investment. This summit is hosted by Agrodemy Enterprises. The summit is hosted by Agrodemy Enterprises. Agrodemy Enterprises is an online agribusiness school. Agrodemy Enterprises is an online agribusiness school. So on Agrodemy, we connect to people who want to actually start out an agribusiness and they are looking for access to knowledge. So we help them access this knowledge on Agrodemy. So if you were looking out to start up an agribusiness, then this is the first point. This is the first thing you should be listening to. And our speaker is right here already. He's ready for us. Our speaker is ready for us. Wow, our speaker is ready for us. Okay. We'll be bringing our speaker on board. Yes, our speaker is joining us right about now. Our speaker is joining us right about now. Yeah, he is ready. He's ready to be with us. Are you ready? We just need our speakers to be ready, and then we are off. We have 2 more minutes to go, and we start off with the summit. So if you're on the Telegram channel, do well to tell those on the Telegram channel that we are live. They need to know we are live. Let them know we are live. This is going to be a life changer. So quick one. So what's agriculture? Agriculture is the science of rearing of plants and cultivation of plants and rearing of animals. And when it comes to agriculture, there's this part of agriculture called agribusiness. And agribusiness involves the business of agriculture. So in simple terms, I like to say, when you talk about agribusiness, you're talking about how you make money from agriculture. And making money from agriculture has a lot to do with what is called the agricultural value chain. It has a lot to do with the agricultural value chain. So the agricultural value chain is one of the important parts of agribusiness. So when you're talking about agribusiness and you're not talking about the agricultural value chain, I'm like, what are you talking about? And yes, I always like to point this out. You can be in the agricultural sector without owning a farm. I said it. Lucy Chioma Aniagolu, I said it. You can be in the agricultural sector without owning a farm. It is very, very, very possible. Possible. So do well to start sharing this link. Just click on the link, invite people, tag people to come and join us in the summit just before we start off. Let's get more people to join us so that people don't say that I missed out. We've sent mails to people to join us on this summit, but Nigerians, they don't read their mails. So that's why we had to create a Telegram group within a short notice to get people informed. So we're waiting for them to come up online. And while we are waiting for them, we're just going to keep talking about the agricultural sector. So there's so much to say about the agricultural sector. Last year, Agrodemy Enterprises started out with a whole lot of courses. They had a course on agricultural marketing. They had a course on agribusiness beyond farming. They had another course on introduction to agribusiness. Like, they had so much courses last year, but these courses were just being tested about limited people. And yes, they had a course on agro money, how to make money from agriculture without owning a farm. And last but not least, they had a project where they trained over 200 Nigerians on value added agricultural businesses. Value added agricultural businesses. Hello Daramola, hello Ifnaya, I see you. Thank you. The agricultural value chain business is highly untapped, and that is why we are getting people on board. We are trying to educate people more about it, because if people are informed about this value chain, they are able to key into it. So agricultural value chain has to do with production, has to do with the processing, and it has to do with marketing. So there are 3 phases within the agricultural value chain: the pre-production phase, the production phase, and the post-production phase. So you can be on any part of the value chain. You don't necessarily have to be farming. Farming is like one part of the value chain. So when people are asking me, also, Chioma, I'm interested in agricultural sector, I don't have money to get a farm, I'm like, are you serious? See, you don't need land to start out. You see those people selling food, they are all agripreneurs. You see those people that are processing spices, they are processing agricultural products into other products. They are all within the value chain. And that is why I always like to say, all agripreneurs are not farmers, and not all farmers are also agripreneurs, because we have farmers that when they finish farming, like, they don't know how to sell their product, they don't know what to do with their product. In fact, most times their products spoil in their hand. We are waiting on for our first speaker for today to come join us on board. And while we wait on him, I'm just going to keep telling you about agricultural investment, because that is what this summit is all about. Agricultural investment. Okay, so right before we start, let's listen to some cool blues, because agriculture is actually cool. See, agriculture is fun. I tell people that agriculture is not something you begin to kill yourself about. Like, agriculture is not something you tell yourself that it's not possible. Agriculture is possible. Like, in agribusiness, every single thing is possible. It's very, very possible. You just have to make the determination that I want to do this, and I'm going to try all my possible best to make sure that I am successful at this, and I'm going to get the right set of knowledge to implement whatever idea I have in my head, and then you are good to go. It doesn't make sense that you want to start up an agricultural business and you're not also thinking about marketing. Now, there's also this group of people who are like, I don't want to start my own business, but I have spare cash. I have this 30,000 in my savings. I have this 50,000 naira in my savings. I have this 100,000 naira in my savings, and I'm trying to look out for ways I can keep this money or have this money work for me. That is why we tagged this particular summit, how to know how your money can work for you in the agricultural space. A whole lot of people don't know that their money can work for them. Like, everything doesn't have to be about you, and that is what we are going to be sharing in this summit. And I'm so excited. I am so excited to have you on board. Our speaker is ready for us, and he just wants to know us all. He just wants to give us time to breathe in and breathe out, and to relax, because he's going to be coming with so much information. Like, he's going to be turning up with so much information. Oh yes, so just before the speaker comes on board, let's share this link to people. People need to know that a summit like this is happening, and it's very, very accessible for them on Facebook. Very, very accessible for them on Facebook. Very, very accessible. Agriculture. I love agriculture. If you leave me, like, I can spend my whole day talking about the agricultural sector, because I've not seen what has given me so much joy like the agricultural sector. See, whatever thing you're doing now, it can be integrated into the agricultural space. Be you a doctor, be you a lawyer, be you an accountant, it can be integrated into the agricultural space. And there is no platform that gives this kind of opportunity the way the agricultural sector does it. And that is why I tell people, don't joke with the agricultural sector. 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 So you're this person that you realize that where you are, there is this particular product that is like in vogue around you. See, the first thing you should do is go on Google. I like to tell people that Google is like my best friend. Go on Google and ask Google if that product can be dried. Ask Google if that product can be processed into oil. Ask Google. See, these are so much of what we taught in our value addition college of agriculture. If you were not in that program, I am so sorry. I don't know when that program will be coming up again, but right on that, I'm just going to simply tell you that every agricultural product can either be converted into flour, it can either be converted into oil, it can be converted into paste, it can be converted into its dried form. So whenever you see any agricultural product around you, ask yourself, which of this can I really do? Like, which of this can I really do? Yeah. Which of these can I really do? Have you started sharing to your network? Share this on your Facebook page. Let people know that this event is happening. Let people know that this event is happening. Our first speaker is already here. Our first speaker is already here, and I am so excited. Our first speaker is already here, and I am so excited. So I am going to give a little biography of our first speaker. So our first speaker is no other person than Mr. Adeoke. He is the CEO and founder of Hologanics Care. And Hologanics Care is an agricultural organization and management company which provides solutions to everyday need for humanity. They are into import and export of agricultural products. They are into consultancy in different agricultural operations. They are into content creation and data entry. And last but not the least, they are into digital marketing. They are into digital marketing. They are located in Lagos. And their CEO is Mr. Adeoke Olarewaju. Mr. Adeoke Olarewaju. Mr. Adeoke. I don't know if Mr. Adeoke is ready for us, because we are ready for him. We are ready for him. We don't know if he's ready for us. He was just here and then he just went out. So let's give him a little time to come back and join us on board. So one thing I like about Mr. Adeoke, I follow Mr. Adeoke on LinkedIn, and on LinkedIn, Mr. Adeoke teaches so much about the agricultural sector. Most of the agricultural companies I know in Nigeria, like Mr. Adeoke is like the person providing them with content, and he's very good with LinkedIn content creation, especially if you're here and you own an agricultural company and you're looking for somebody who is going to join you up, help you with your content. Adeoke is someone I can vouch for you. Adeoke is someone I can vouch for you in this sector. Like, Adeoke is somebody I can vouch for you in this sector. Yes, so only them. Like you can imagine, one company is doing so many things at the same time. One company is doing so many things at the same time. One company is doing so many things at the same time. That's the beauty of the agricultural sector. Once you start out, like there is so much to do. Like you can either be A, you can either be B, you can either be C. Like there is so much to do. There is so much to do. So we are waiting for Adeoke. He just apologized. He just apologized now that he's trying to attend to something and he's coming on board. Some people are asking for the Zoom link. We are trying to save your data. See, one thing you should know about people in the agricultural space is that we are very, very conservative. Like we are very, very conservative. We are very, very conservative. That's the English, because we don't really like to waste people's money. It doesn't make sense that like we want you to save as much as you can so you can make food available for the world. We want you to be able to do that. We want you to be able to do that. Some people are complaining that they are not able to join us, that I see someone saying something about the link is hanging. So sorry, the link is not hanging. Please refresh and join us. Refresh and join us. Simply refresh and join us. Simply refresh and join us. Simply refresh and join us. Click on. I see you, Jimson, Israel. I see you, Martha. I see you, Paul, Chidebere. I see Fnaya. I see Daramola. I am so glad to have you all on board. I am so glad to have you all on board. Our speaker was here not so long ago. So while we're waiting for him, I would want to discuss something about agricultural investment, which is what are the various type of investment. So in agricultural sector, there are different forms of investment. The first one is investing in farms through financial companies. Investing in farms through financial companies. So these financial companies, they are there and they connect with farmers. They train them, they monitor the whole process, and they collect your money and they give to these farmers for inputs. And when things are ready, they sell it off and then pay off the farmers and then pay you returns. That is one point of agricultural investment. Another point of agricultural investment is that which is being handled by the farmer, him or herself, such that the farmer asks you to pay for a particular portion. Sometimes they tell you that you pay for units. It is usually called units. So they tend to ask you to pay for a particular unit. So they say a unit is 30,000. There are 300 units and each unit goes for 50,000 naira. So it means the complete farm setup that they have is like 50,000 times 300 units is the total cost of having their whole investment in your hands. And then you hear things like ROIs. ROIs are called return on investment. When you hear return on investment, ROI, if a company tells you that I am giving you 20% ROI after 3 months on a 50,000 naira investment, what they actually mean is that if you place in 50,000 naira in February, you count 4 months from February. That's March, April, May, and June. So March, April, May, and June. So June is the 4th month. So it means if you invest in a company in February, 50,000 naira, and they tell you they are going to give you 25% interest in 4 months time, it means by June they will pay you 50,000 naira and 25% of 50,000 naira. And 25% of 50,000 naira is simply 50,000 naira times 25 over 100. So whatever it gives you, you add it up with the 50,000 naira. That is what you get in return. Usually, I know a whole lot of people have issues with the fact that when it comes to agricultural investment, people complain that there is no so much ROI. It's not offering them monthly revenue. It's not giving them bi-monthly revenue or something. It's because agricultural cycle is a process, and this cycle can take 2 months. Some of this cycle take 3 months. Some of this cycle take 4 months. Some of this cycle take even 5 months. Some of this cycle take even 5 months. So that is the thing about investment. When you are making agricultural investment, you have to know that this investment don't just happen overnight. So agriculture is not an overnight making money system. It's actually a process-based making money system. A process-based making money system. So while we are still waiting for our speaker, let's hear people's question, attend to people's questions. So someone just sent in a question from the Telegram channel. He said, how would you know when to invest? How would you know when to invest? So you know when to invest when you've checked your account. I like to say this, you have to check your account first. So investment has to do with spare money and not money you need immediately. So if it's money you are going to need immediately, then don't invest. So when you want to know when you're ready to invest, you're ready to invest when you have spare money which you don't need immediately. The second question we have here is how do I know what investment to go into? How do I know what agricultural investment to go into? So this is a very tricky question, but usually I tell people, first of all, what determines the investment you are able to make is how much do you have? One, how much do you have? When you are able to define how much you have, the second question you'll be asking yourself is, what do I want to invest in? Do you want to invest in a processing business, or do you want to invest in a production business? A production business like rice production, a production business like poultry farming, a production business like ugu farming. Is that what you want to invest in? Then the third thing is, check out the platforms that are available. Check out the platforms that are available. Yes, check out. Someone just said, wow, I don't know that it has to do with spare cash. Yes, so it really has to do with spare cash. You don't have to put in money you need immediately into agricultural investment. So like I was saying from the previous question, you have to also know what product you want to invest in. Do you want to invest in ugu? Do you want to invest in rice? Do you want ugu production? Do you want to you want to invest in ugu processing? Then the third thing is, check out the platform you want to invest from. So there are various platforms. Like our speakers for tomorrow are people who are not just agribusiness owners, but are people who have agricultural investment platforms. So they are going to be telling you more about it. So I'm just going to give you a sneak peek about it, which is, see, there are plenty platforms in Nigeria. There are over 30 agricultural investment platforms in Nigeria. You just need to take your time. Take your time and know which of them is a trusted investment platform. Which is a trusted investment platform. If you see a trusted investment platform, then you can go ahead and then click on it and make your payment. Another question I hear a lot of people ask is, how do you know a trusted investment platform? This is a very shady question. This is a very, very shady question. But I'll try to give you an answer that it's not going to look so complicated. Okay, I'm coming. I'm trying to screen through the questions, so I'm sure I'm taking everybody along. If you look below, you are going to see our company's website, agrodemy.com.ng. agrodemy.com.ng. I'm going to put it in the comment section. agrodemy.com.ng. That's the name of our website. You can always check our website for every kind of information you are looking for. You can always reach out to us for any kind of information you are looking for. So we host courses, we help agripreneurs also host courses on our platform. So exactly that's what it is. So back to our question, we have people asking us questions about how do you identify a trusted investment platform. Number one, a trusted investment platform has insurance. So there are various insurance companies in Nigeria. And these various insurance companies help agripreneurs, help farmers, help processors be able to save up risk and reduce risk that comes from loss when running an agricultural business. This risk can be as maybe due to climate condition, maybe due to pests and diseases, maybe due to flood or any of this. So the first thing you should look out for is an agribusiness that is insured. Any agribusiness that is not insured is not an agribusiness you should work with. There are popular agricultural insurance company. There's Lead Assurance, there's Leadway Assurance Company. There is the NAIC, that is the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Company, and they are all insurance companies who are doing well and doing their possible best to help agricultural businesses thrive. So you can look into any of them. And ask them for their own portfolio company. Because they usually have this group of companies that they already trust with their investments. They have their investments trusted with them. Another thing you have to know is that making money in the agricultural sector doesn't have to be dirty. Yes, it is now possible for you to earn good returns, invest in farm projects without holding a cutlass and a hoe. So if you're an investor, so some of these agricultural companies actually have digital platforms. Some of them don't have digital platform. For those who have digital platform, you have to first of all create an account with them, and you're going to see the list of the descriptions of the farm projects that are available for sponsorship. Then you're also going to see location of farm, and you're also going to be seeing something called minimum amount required to sponsor. So some farms, the minimum amount required to sponsor is actually 50,000. Some agribusiness, the minimum amount required to sponsor is 5,000, and some go as high as 2 million and 3 million naira. Another thing you need to understand is, on receiving this your investment, the platform provider, the agribusiness, the farm is supposed to issue you an investor certificate and an investor terms of agreement. What is terms of agreement? Terms of agreement is a document that entails everything you need to know about that agricultural investment you are about to key into. So these terms of agreement also contains how the amount you are investing in, when you are supposed to get your return on investment, how you are supposed to get your return on investment, and the time frame at which you can also get this your return on investment. So some companies will tell you get your return on investment 7 working days after it is due. Some will just tell you are going to get your investment within 3 days. When they tell you working days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So if a company tells you that you are going to get your investment within 7 working days, what it actually means is that you are going to get your investment within 7 working days. So if you are due on Tuesday, 7 working days from Tuesday is when Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is not part of it. Friday, back to another Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Saturdays and Sundays are not working days. Now, the proceeds from that sales is now what they use to pay the farms you sponsor, and plus the capital. The balance of this proceeds is now shared between the platform owners, the farmer, in an agreed sharing ratio. You have to understand that in this business model, the investor earn a guaranteed returns, which is between 15 to 45% per farming cycle. Some claim to return as high as 80, but the truth is most agricultural businesses are within 15 to 45 and at most 50. So one thing you should note about agricultural investment is that any agricultural investment that is offering you so much ROI within a short frame should not be invested in. Should not be invested in, because it's not Ponzi. It is not Ponzi. You have to start understanding how this thing works. When you bring your money, when you give them your money, it's from that your money they are going to get the raw materials, they are going to get the seed, people who are going to clear the land. It's from that your money they are going to also get people who are going to monitor this land. It's from that your money they are going to get farm managers. Now when this product is ready, they will also have to go and sell. The question you should ask yourself now is, how do they make money? So the profit is what they eventually share. So if they made a profit of 2 million naira from a farming project, they're eventually going to be sharing the profits maybe at 40. They keep 40% to themselves, give the investor 30% and give the farmer 30%. So that is why it is usually very unrealistic to invest in companies that are offering you high returns on investment within a very short period of time. Let's say 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, especially if they are into farming. For those that are into processing, you can take the risk because processing takes a shorter time to achieve. But when it comes to real-time farming, please be very, very careful. Another thing I want to highlight too is their timing for investment. There are seasons in the agricultural sector, and it's always good to invest within the season of a particular product. It is always good to invest within the season of an agricultural product. This is because when you invest within the season, you are very, very sure that the agricultural company in question will be able to sell that product, make profit, and then pay you back. I'll give you an example. Poultry farming, especially when it comes to broiler farming. People eat egg all day, all year round. When it comes to broilers sell mostly during festive period. So if you are investing in any broiler farm, you should time it. So for someone who wants to invest in a broiler farm, one of the best times to have invested in a broiler farm is between January and February. It's March. It's very late. Why? Easter is in the first week of April. So even if you invest in a broiler farm now, do your calculation. The smart farmers and those who like feed their birds and have all their feed all calculated, it takes them 6 weeks to grow their broilers from like their small size to the big size of maturity. So if you invest now, it means we are like 4 weeks to Christmas, to Easter. It means your beds, your own bed, and they use your own money to get, are actually not ready for the market. They'll be ready after Easter. And you know what happens after festive period? Generally, Easter, Christmas, is that money stops circulating because people are now trying to save up for the next festive period. So it's really going to be hard for that person to sell off those beds, make maximum profit, and be able to pay you the ROI the person has promised you. So please and please, when you're trying to make investments in the agricultural sector, do your calculations. Do your calculations. Yes, I said it. Do your calculations. Also, I like to say this. Now, when you are also investing, you are also in the agricultural investment business, you also have to work with trusted platforms. I repeat, trusted platforms. trusted platforms, trusted platforms that people have given feedback stories about. So I feel like one of the investment mistake a whole lot of people make is investing in a company that have no background information. Do you know the farmer? What have people said about that farm? Who is that person's mentor? Who else knows that person? Credibility is very, very important. Yes, it is your spend money, but it doesn't also confirm the fact or affirm the fact that because it's spend money, it should be treated anyhow. Yes, it is spend money, but it should be treated with utmost care. Care. That is why I always advise anybody going into agricultural investment to invest in platforms that are known. There are many known platforms. There are platforms who already have feedback stories, like the platforms that are owned by our speakers will be coming up tomorrow. Speaker coming up tomorrow, Miss Martha Aniagolu. Miss Martha Aniagolu owns a company called Errand Girl, and Errand Girl Limited offers investment platform. Personally, I've known Miss Martha for over a year now, and she has been doing good within the agricultural space. Another speaker we'll be having tomorrow is Mr. Samson Odi. Mr. Simeon Odi. Mr. Simeon Odi is the founder of Odi's Ranch, and Odi's Ranch is into goat farming, fish farming, and vegetable farming. They also do poultry. Now, I've known Mr. Simeon for over 2 years. I've been to his farm before. I see the whole process he uses. That is why it's very important to get knowledge and information from people who know road. I repeat, people who know road. I repeat again, people who know road. If you invest with people who you don't know, you are at the risk of losing your money. Our third speaker tomorrow is BiPOC.com. BiPOC.com is an investment company for only pork meat. By pork meat, I mean pig farming. So they are into pig farming, and they have various investment offers for you to own 1 pig, 2 pig, 3 pig, 4 pig, 5, or as many pig as you want to have. So these are trusted investment platforms, and they are going to be speaking to us tomorrow about what they have to offer. There's also this type of investment that it's new. It's a system that Mr. Simeon Odi used sometime last year. I don't know if the company currently uses that platform, but that system is, so you are interested in owning pigs. They'll tell you the cost of buying a piglet. They'll tell you the cost of insuring the piglet. They'll tell you the cost of feeding the piglet. Then you now pay for this and pay your monthly feeding fee. Now, the moment you realize that I don't have money to feed this pig again, you now tell the farmer that, sir, please sell these pigs for me. When they sell the pig, they will remove your capital. And if after removing your capital now, the profit is actually 200,000 naira, they now share profit with you. That is another form in agricultural investment usually goes. So there are so many agricultural investment platforms around. Tomorrow we are going to be listing them. Today just an introduction so that you get to know what you are expecting tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to have multiple speakers. Our speaker who is supposed to be here today is going to be here tomorrow with us to talk to us about investment. So prepare your mind to learn so much, and do well to share this information with your network. Let people know that a platform like this exists. Let people know that a summit like this exists. Let people know that informations like this are being given out for free. Let me check if we have any other questions. any other questions about today's section? Is there any other question about today's section? Okay. So we have somebody asking us now that can you spread your funds across different agricultural investment platforms? Oh yes, you can spread your funds across different agricultural investment platforms. So I'll give you an example. Last year, I invested with 4 different agricultural companies. I invested with company A. I'm not going to be mentioning their company name. Tomorrow I'm going to be hearing from them. Company A, I invested into the rice farming. Company B, I invested into goats. The third company I invested into cow. And the last company I invested in maize. So, and these 4 companies had different ROIs. Like, they had different return on investment. Like I said previously, I've explained. And the maximum percentage return on investment I had last year was 40%. And 40% came from maize. Now, it's actually outrageous for maize, but I invested because at that point there was scarcity of maize in the market. So I knew that the demand for maize is higher than the supply, so they were going to make so much money from the sales. And did they meet up? Oh yes, they did. So most times when I spend my time trying to educate people about agricultural businesses they can start, I have my investments channeled in different farms and agribusiness, and that is what this summit is teaching you and encouraging you to do. Invest in agribusinesses. Agribusinesses are not quick money making platforms, but they are reliable money making platforms. Our time is fast spent already, and then the introduction and the foundation has been laid already. So tomorrow, same location, 9 a.m. we'll be having our speakers talk to us about different other topics. So we are going to be having Martha talk to us about agricultural investment opportunities in Benue State. We are going to have Mr. Simeon Odi talk to us about business opportunities in goat farming, business and investment opportunities in goat farming. And lastly, we are going to have the representative from BIPOC company that is going to be talking to us about pork investment opportunities. So tomorrow, let's make the same time by 9 a.m. The section is going to last from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. and we are going to be learning, implementing, and asking the right set of questions. Thank you all for joining in. If there's any other question, let's take the questions. These are questions from those who are watching us from YouTube. So if you have questions for you who are watching us from Facebook, let us know. Let us know if you have any questions. So those questions I have been answering are questions from people who are watching us from YouTube. So if you have questions, let us know. And in the absence of question, we are going to call it a day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being with us, and do well to share your learnings today. Do well to share what you have learned today with people and invite them to come on board tomorrow, 9 a.m. at Agrodemy's Facebook page. Thank you so much, and don't forget to visit our website to learn more about agricultural investment. Thank you, and have a good night rest. Have a good night.